Hello YouTube, this is your boy Chris. Have you guys ever considered buying a GoPro camera, but you wasn't quite sure on which model to purchase? Did you know that every GoPro camera is made in China? Which probably explains the reason why so many people are having issues with their camera. Now, in this video, I am going to demonstrate to you that the GoPro 4 Black, the best model made by GoPro, the camera will freeze. Now my Hero 4 Black Edition is new straight out the box. I am using software version 2.00.00, which came out February the 4th of 2015. I had similar problems from a GoPro 4 Silver that I purchased earlier that I ended up sending back to GoPro for a replacement. Now, when you contact GoPro support and let them know that your camera is freezing, the first thing that they're going to look at is your micro SD card. On the GoPro website, they will have a list of recommended cards for your particular model, which in my case, I'm using the Black Edition GoPro. I am using a 64 gigabyte micro SD card that has at least 45 megabits write speed and 45 megabits read speed. Now let's get started. I've hit the record and we'll just watch to see will the camera freeze. Again, I'm using the updated software version and I'm using the recommended card by GoPro, which is a SanDisk Extreme. I've also, when I've had this problem in the past, I have removed the battery. I have held the mode button down for 10 seconds. I've done a Wi-Fi reset. I've done a camera reset. I've done everything that I know to do to try to correct this problem. So in GoPro's defense, if you do have an issue with your camera, they will send you a replacement. They may ask you to make a video of the camera malfunctioning. They're going to probably want a copy of your receipt where you purchased it, and they don't have any problems taking the bad camera and replacing it. As you can see, we are at 1 minute and 14 seconds on the record and the camera is frozen. I'm holding down the top button. I'm not getting any response. The camera is just frozen. I'll try to press the mode button on the front. I'm not getting any response. And this is the GoPro 4 Black Edition, the best version that GoPro makes. And it is totally mind-boggling to me that such an expensive camera malfunctions the way it does. Again, the cameras are made in China, so keep that in mind. So I'll try to hold the mode button down for maybe 10 seconds to see will the camera shut off. Okay, the camera did shut down. I was about to remove the battery, but it did shut down. So what I'm gonna do next is just remove the micro SD card to show you that I'm using the right card, the SanDisk Extreme, gold and red. Now at this point, what I'm going to show you is a second GoPro camera. This model is the GoPro 4 Silver. and I'll pull the card out of it. It is also a Class 10 SanDisk 64 gigabyte Extreme Plus. So there's the card, gold and red. I'm going to go ahead and insert the card into the GoPro 4 Black Edition version 2.00.00. There's nothing wrong with the card that I've taken out, but I want to demonstrate to you that the camera will still freeze even with a better card. I've started the camera. It's now at about 10 seconds. And I'm holding the GoPro 4 Silver on the right. And at this time, I'm going to take the card that came out of the black and insert it into the silver. Okay, I have clicked the card into the silver, and I'm also using version 2.00.00 on the Hero 4 Silver. Okay, and I've started to record on the silver. It is at about 8, 9, 10 seconds. On the bottom, which is the black, which is now at 58 seconds, 59 seconds, it's now frozen at 1 minute and 1 second. 1 minute and 1 second. The GoPro 4 Black Edition, the best model, is now frozen, even with the better SanDisk card, Extreme Plus. At this point, I can try to push the mode button. Nothing happens. The camera is just frozen at 1 minute and 1 second. So I have the right cards. I have the proper update. And I held down the mode button for at least 10 seconds to shut down the GoPro 4 Black Edition. And on my silver, which was the first card that I was using, it's still running without a problem. So that lets me know that my Class 10 micro SD cards by SanDisk, the Extreme and Extreme Plus, requires the same speed specifications for the GoPro 4 Black and Silver Edition, 45 megabits write speed, 45 megabits read speed. Now, the GoPro 4 Silver on the right, which is still recording, when I initially bought it a couple of months ago, I had to send it back to GoPro for a replacement because it had pretty much the exact same problems. It was freezing with the GoPro app, and the camera would just freeze. I did send it back. GoPro did replace it and send me the one that is showing right now on the right, that's still recording. Now, at first, I wasn't going to post this video because I made it just to send it to GoPro for them to view it. But I wanted to give you an inside look on some of the problems that GoPro has with their camera, and they will try to tell you that it is your micro SD card or it is your update. Again, the GoPro 4 Silver on the right performed perfectly once it was replaced by GoPro. But my recommendation to anyone that's thinking about buying a GoPro camera would be, if you buy the camera online, you're going to have to wait for them to ship it to you. And if the camera is freezing up, you're going to have to send the camera back for either a replacement or for a refund, or you're going to have to send it to GoPro, which may take 2 weeks to get a replacement. My recommendation would be to buy the camera locally, spend a few extra dollars buying it maybe at Best Buy or something, and if the camera freezes, you can always take it back and just exchange it out. If you don't mind waiting for the replacement through the mail, then I would suggest buying the camera. Again, if you are uncertain about which GoPro camera to purchase, just keep in mind that a lot of people have problems with the cameras freezing. My first GoPro was the Hero for 129, and I did not have any problems out of it whatsoever. The camera performed perfectly. Again, it was their entry level Hero camera for 129. The second one I purchased was the silver, which freezed on the GoPro app. It freezed during recording. I sent it back in for a replacement, and now I upgraded to the best camera that GoPro makes, which is the black for $499, and I'm having more problems out of it than I had out of the entry model GoPro. Also, too, I have friends out there that has the SJ4000. They do not have any complaints. You can buy the SJ4000 for under $100. Um, and when you see the videos from the SJ4000, you can't even tell that is not a GoPro. So keep that in mind. Um, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, I would recommend getting the SJ4000. Anyway, I'm going to do a part two to show you the problems that I had with the GoPro Wi-Fi remote running two cameras at the same time. I will do that in a part two video. All right, so that's all I have for you guys. You keep it on two wheels. Stay safe out there. Subscribe to my channel. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you like and what you didn't like. I will talk to you guys later. See ya.